Dear students, today I am going to teach you a new lesson, Vedic period. First one, I would like to define the term Veda. The word Veda is derived from the root Vid, which means to know. Other word we can say Veda means wisdom or knowledge. The Vedas, which are considered the core of Hinduism, provide much information about the Aryan. Dear students, I have already taught you when any historical lesson will be taught. So, first of all, it is necessary to mention sources. So, I have started Vedic period, means we have taken information from Vedas, and I think my words are very much familiar about four Vedas: Rig Ved, Yadur Ved, Sama Ved, Atharva Ved. I think all of you are very much familiar about these Vedas, and I'll teach one by one, and very short video I'll make regarding Vedic literature. Means first one, today I'll teach only the sources. By those sources we are going to discuss about Vedic period. So Vedic period can be divided in two part. First one, early Vedic period. Second one, later Vedic period, and both will be known as Vedic period. Suppose I am asking one question to you, ki write down about the position of women in Vedic period. It means I am talking about early Vedic period and later Vedic period both. You should be very careful regarding this one. So the period when Aryan first settled in India, this is known as early Vedic period. And what is the popular time span I am going to teach you, means which year. So when Aryan settlement taken place in India, so exact date is there, means maximum historian accepted this one, 15,000 BC to 1000 BC. Between 1000 to 500 BC will be known as later Vedic period. Why? Because discovery of iron taken place, means after discovery of iron, enormous change taken place in each and every field of Aryan society. Means when enormous change taken place in any society, then only two name can be given. Earlier early Vedic period, so later Vedic period I am telling, means historians are telling, so some reasons are there, meaning lot of changing took place, and the key role is there iron. I think you know, when iron had been excavated, had been discovered, after that iron had been used in agriculture field also. Iron will be used in warfare material also. Okay, so drastic change taken place in Aryan society, and finally what happened, a new era started. That era will be known as later Vedic period. So first one I have taught you early Vedic period, second one later Vedic period. Early Vedic period time period is there 1500 to 1000 BC. So that is early Vedic period. In early Vedic period, Rig Ved was written. Rig Ved was written. And later Vedic period, and many other Vedas were written. So let me explain first one, Rig Ved. Before this one, I would like to explain this one. After discovery of the iron, what happened? Aryan followed the course of rivers and settled along the valley of Yamuna and Ganga. The iron tools helped them to clear the forest, means they started cutting the forest. They moved to eastward and southeastward direction. Aryans, so far tribal and nomadic in the nature, gradually settled in the Gangetic Valley. This period is known as later Vedic period. The culture of the period is refers to the Vedic culture because it was based on Vedic text. Now, first topic regarding this one, I would like to explain today the early Vedic period, and the important source of early Vedic period is Rig Veda. Rig Veda, dear students, is known as first testament of mankind. If question will be asked why, your answer will be there. It is world oldest religious writing or written work in Sanskrit language, and it is said that when Rig Veda was written, so God was there, and means what statement given by God, so that coming to one generation by to other generation by disciples, like this one, your Mahan sir suppose is a saint, and I have got enlightenment, I have communicated to you, and you have communicated to your coming generation, your coming generation communicated to you, means their coming generation, and finally by one generation to other generation, okay, it was coming, and finally it was compiled. Now it is also known as storehouse of Aryan wisdom. It contains various hymns. Hymns means mantras for praying Vedic gods such as Indra, Agni, Mitra, Varun, and Surya, etc. And I'll teach later when I'll teach you religious beliefs of the Vedas, Aryan, then I'll explain about why people will worship any god. Means human being is very selfish one. Means which god will help you, you will worship that god very much. Means which god is very important for you, that god will be worshipped by you at a large scale, large mantra will be chanted. Okay, so I will teach later. So today only, let me teach only this much. Now, hymns are called Rik. Hymns are called Rik. Hence the Veda is called Rik Veda. Again going to repeat. Hymns are called Rik because hymns are made for praying to respective god, like Varuna, like Indra, like Varun, like Agni. Okay, so these hymns are called mantras are called Rik, and all mantra compiled in a book. So that's why the book name is there, Rik Veda, in which many mantras given. Which mantra is there and why this mantra has been made? For praying the god, which were very important for Aryan. I think concept is clear now. And Rik Veda or Rig Veda, are you getting? Again going to tell you, hymns are called Rik, and when compiled of the all Rik will be there, that will be Rik Veda, and Rik Veda will be also known as Rig Veda. I think now clear now. It contains 1028 hymns classified into the 10 books or 10 mandals. Means Rig Veda having 10 parts, 10 mandal. First mandal, second mandal, third mandal, fourth mandal, fifth mandal, sixth mandal, seventh mandal, eighth mandal, ninth mandal, and 10th mandal. It is said that each and every mandal has been, each and every books or bundle has been written by a different rishis. I'll give their names also in upcoming video. It contains Gayatri mantra. I think Gayatri mantra, all my words are very much familiar about Gayatri mantra. So Gayatri mantra, okay, contain means it is mentioned in Rig Veda, and much of the Indian philosophy is based on Rig Veda. What is philosophy? Let me explain what is philosophy. When we are going to study about life and death, means it means after death, where our soul will be going, how we'll get salvation, how we'll get moksha, each and everything will be okay given in this one in Rig Veda, and all means philosophical, all Indian philosophy based on okay Rig Veda. So dear students, only today this much I'll teach, and next day I'll come with another video. Thank you.